Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on last year's national champion, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Looking to throw, it's Bernard. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Badgers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So Navy's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Got it set up on the outside. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Take. Away. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season. Let's be honest.
There he goes. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. And the Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Bernard. Runs through the tackle. Touchdown, Badgers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. On the run, it's Lynch. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
That's an awesome-looking carry. You know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
Navy quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It would...
Going downfield for the big play. Snags it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. To the air on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Flanagan. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start commute.
He unleashes a long one. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently,
touchdown, midshipman! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bernard. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fakes to grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. And there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for a man. It's Bernard. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Back to pass on second down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick strike complete. Ram, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Badgers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Turnover can swing momentum, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Bernard. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Navy quick to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Navy will have it with a first and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, midshipman.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bernard. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Off to the races to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Badgers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught close to the marker. It's Flanagan. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the 1st drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this 1st half.
Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Navy quick to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line.
Wide open on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From around the red zone, looking for a space. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Navy! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The run from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Bernard. Makes the catch, it's Ferguson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. A huge 3rd down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how...
Oh, a lot of space! That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that 1st career INT, that big play.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw...
A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into it.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looking downfield, it's Bernard. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side, and they swarm him under.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Touchdown, Wisconsin! A great catch and run for 6.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The hand to the running back. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Boston College. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
to throw. It's Bernard. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Going for it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He's looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Badgers moving quickly to the line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Bernard. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Big fella moving. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the
Touchdown, Navy! And the route is on. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Dropping back, it's Bernard. It's complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, midshipman. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point is good.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Got room to work. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Bernard. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. got a man. It's Flanagan. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Bernard. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The corners are walked up tight. Here comes the heat. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.